Let's do this.
Beautiful day as it usually is here in Phoenix. Such a dramatic setting here in the Arizona desert. Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts. And David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, since Devin Booker's been in the pros, he's been able to show his ability to create. He said at Kentucky, all I shot was catch and shoot threes. I was fitting in with my team, playing off of others. But my dad always taught me the fundamentals. I don't want to rely on one thing. Being good at everything is how you earn your spot on the floor. Kevin?
He's doing it all, D.A. Thanks. And tonight, two teams, Brent, that like to get into their sets, work the ball, have a little patience. Back in your day, what was your favorite play to run in half court?
Any NBA player, Kevin, will tell you their favorite play to run in half court was any play that was called for them. Yeah. So let's start with that. But most of the time, I just enjoyed sets where the ball moved around. 4 or 5 touches. We talk often about good to great, but when you knew the opportunity for you to shoot the ball was there, but there was a better one for the next guy, that's when you're operating at a high level.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Jalen Brunson out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Doncic in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Suns, Booker and Warren on the perimeter. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Garland. And it's McDaniel at power forward. And here's Booker after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Booker with it. Hardaway picks him up. Inside shot. Porzingis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Hardaway against Booker. 6 to shoot. There's Garland. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, Booker has established that he can score, and now showing that he can play make.
Brunson the pass to Porzingis. In the corner, Powell with it. Doncic outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Warren. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And Doncic gets it to go.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now, here's Garland. He's coming off a 13-point game against Washington. Right side, Porzingis. Hardaway trying to free himself up, and he gets it to go.
They're going to take a little bit more to get Porzingis off of his sweet spot in his offensive game now. Interesting that Phoenix has gone through all these different iterations since the loss of Hall of Famer Steve Nash, but this young core potentially coming together where they've bookended their front court and their back court with Ayton and Booker.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. There's the 3. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Doncic outside. Porzingis finds Brunson. Back to Porzingis.
More and more polish from Porzingis, easily getting the defense off their feet. The rest is simple.
The Mavericks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Garland the pass to Warren. Takes a shot at the elbow. They get it back. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Brunson with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And here is Doncic. Now the pass to Brunson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And here's Porzingis for a three. Knocks down the three ball. Porzingis has got 7 points.
Now, watching Porzingis shoot, man, it's a thing of beauty. 7-3, great form, great touch. Nice looking shot there.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Platoon swap here for Phoenix. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Lee comes in for Hardaway. And it's Frazier in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Johnson. Porzingis with the rebound.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's Porzingis. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Clippers. Out to Doncic. Porzingis against Davis. Doncic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Josh Jackson.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
And the first one drops. Player development, not just a coach's job, Brent, something you're active in right now. And you know, there are some players who are playing career, who are terrific mentors and teachers on teams.
There's no doubt about it that there are guys. I think about first what Vince Carter has provided to the teams he's been around in the past couple seasons. Zach Randolph, to some degree, was doing that as he moved from Memphis to Sacramento. But there are guys who are still players and that are on the floor contributing and doing big things, like Chris Paul and Mike Conley, that are such huge attributes to an organization when they start to introduce the changeover in their roster or the next phase of their team. You got to give a lot of kudos and appreciate the fact that players who've been that great for that long accept and willingly accept, Kevin, the role of teaching young guys and paying it forward.
And role players that have been like Calderon and Haslam, who have not been stars but have been important parts of their organization.
Also tremendous examples of what it means to be a professional day in and day out. If your responsibilities aren't as great as the top 4 or 5 players, there's still things you can do to make your team better on a daily basis. Those are 2 great names, Kevin.
Here is Frazier after Josh Jackson's bucket. Doncic outside. Porzingis trying to get free. Bridges with the board.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Come on. Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And the Mavericks with possession here, following the score by Phoenix. Doncic outside. Frazier outside. Lee outside. Shoots over Bridges. And Davis pulls it down.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And the dunk by Lopez.
Nice unselfish play there from Josh Jackson, showing a willingness to keep fleshing out his overall game.
Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. 2K Sports, back to Phoenix. Versatility is so important in today's NBA. That works just fine for combo guard Tyler.
I don't really limit myself to one position. I feel like I can guard both positions. Being able to do that, I feel like I'll have the capability to fill in when needed.
And with all the switching we see teams, Greg, employing right now, that defensive versatility is highly prized, highly valuable.
And Johnson, an excellent athlete. He's got the tools to impact the game both offensively and defensively.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On the court for the Mavericks, Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Lee out there with Frazier. And it's Kleba in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, when you look at the skill set of Tyler Johnson, he really is the epitome of a catalyst. Comes in full energy every time, and if he's hitting his shots, you just ride that wave of scoring.
Jackson misses. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. From the arc. And Frazier with the basket on the assist by Doncic. Frazier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And with Johnson, Greg, you never know how on his shot will be day to day.
And that's okay. Teams need a player who can carry them off the bench when they get it going. Johnson is a bit of a microwave that heats up immediately, but if he's cold, you simply drop back the minutes for that game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Frazier against Bridges. Passes it to Lee. Dallas moving the ball around. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
And the Suns call time. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Brunson. How last month turned out for him, he's averaging 15 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
A slam dunk by Garland.
Yeah, that's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
For Dallas, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Finney-Smith. Out left to the wing. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Booker. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. And they take the lead. Garland's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Mavericks trailing.
Monty Williams, in his first stint with the Phoenix Suns, was a sought-after hire as a front office personnel member. He was with the Spurs before going to Philadelphia and has been a head coach in the league. Remember his days back in New Orleans with the Pelicans and a young Anthony Davis. So Monty, experienced, and is going to bring that to the desert.
For Dallas, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And that experience you're talking about with Monty Williams, it's why the Suns wanted him.
Well, Monty's experienced in a lot of levels in this league, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, being in the front office, part of player development. That's an amazing calming influence for this young Phoenix Suns team to grow with.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Kicks it to Powell. Over to the left wing. Just 4 to shoot. Brokoff passes to Antetokounmpo over McDaniel. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Suns leading. The pass to Garland. Floats one up. That shot is off. And it's Dallas the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
And going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
Brokoff passes to Brunson. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. The wide open look here for Garland. And the 3 off target.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Brunson the pass to Brokoff. Back to Brunson. Passes to Brokoff. There's the triple. Tries again with the clock winding down. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Ayton.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Suns have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the half. Shot clock at 6. Brunson the pass to Brokoff. Back to Brunson. Shoots over Warren. That one no good. And Phoenix the other way now. There's Garland. And he just hasn't been able to get it going. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Left side, Antetokounmpo. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. To the left side wing. Here's Brunson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach it. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that? For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive board. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Booker and Warren on the perimeter. Then there's Garland. Then there's Ayton. And it's McDaniel at the power forward position. Porzingis can't hit.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year combo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
Now here's Frazier. Tee right on him. Booker finds Warren. Shoots over Doncic. That one a little long.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Frazier the pass to Porzingis. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Outside Warren. Now, here's Garland. Frazier covering. And, yes, it's good. And that's now 8 points for Darius Garland.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's Doncic. He's got 9. That's to Porzingis. Doncic feeling it out. Outside, Porzingis pulls up on the elbow. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Davis is checked in for the Suns. Tyler Johnson comes in for Garland. Suns leading by 3. Now, Booker. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. The kick out to Warren. Powell trying to free himself up. And Warren with the basket on the assist by Davis. Warren's got the lead up to 6 now for Phoenix. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Frazier. Outside, Porzingis. Warren against Doncic. That one, no good. Some solid defense from 8.
Talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Johnson finds 8. Here's Davis. Guarded by Hardaway. Here's Booker. But they get it back. Here's Warren. No good on that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's Doncic.
Oh, come on!
It's hauled in by Warren. Warren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Johnson, the pass to Booker. Good work there as it goes. And now it's an 8-point Suns lead. Right, the number of trades now starting to involve stars. It feels like the league's power balance is always shifting to some degree.
Yeah, and I think organizations that are trying to stay ahead of the trend, Kevin, might think about, we might have a star for just 2 years. How can we get the next one? Backside of that, Kevin, is a lot of these star players are signing deals that are not extending to 4, 5, 6 years. You can't even do that anymore. So you get a guy for a couple years. What he wants to do is maximize his earning potential for 1 or 2 seasons, become a free agent again, and then look around the league where opportunities not only to win, but to also cash in. That's what's happening in today's game.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for 8. Josh Jackson comes in for Warren. And it's Bridges in for Tyler Johnson.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Booker against Carter Williams. Tries from 16. No good from Booker.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Finney-Smith kicks to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Brokaw. Now the dish to Carter Williams. The pass to Finney-Smith. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Mavericks have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. 1:33 left in the third quarter. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. It's rebounded by Carter Williams. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Finney-Smith. Dallas, no good that time either. The Suns shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Booker finds Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
The go-go gadget arms of Davis allows him to dunk from anywhere within a few feet of the basket.
Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. Good D by Lopez. Suns leading by 5, and Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Garland the pass to McDaniel. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Here's Finney Smith. Offensive rebound Mavericks. A nice shot by Brokaw.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Passes it to McDaniel. Trying to get open is Lopez. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And their success rate on the season is right around 77%.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Mavericks trail by 4. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Over McDaniel. It's tipped.
Oh, boy.
Jackson against Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got 6.
Jackson has a purpose getting in there, and that's to score or draw contact. Doing a great job on that play.
Outside, Porzingis. It could go. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Jackson is the 3, and Porzingis at the 4. Jalen Brunson out there with Tim Hardaway Jr., and it's Powell in at the 5 spot. Brunson, good.
Solid passer for a 2-guard. Tim Hardaway Jr. is all about doing what's best for his team.
Suns leading by 4. Pass to Bridges. Now Jackson. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Lopez.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And the basket by Jackson.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Pass to McDaniel. Jackson with it. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Brunson.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night. There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And the pass to Jackson. Now Lopez. The Mavericks pull in. Powell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hardaway dishes to Jackson. Pass to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Outside for Jackson. Bridges with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And the rejection by Jackson. Hardaway for 3. Traps in the tray. Hardaway has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Suns trailing. Outside Jackson. Pass to Bridges. From 12 feet out. Here's Lopez. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Hardaway finds Porzingis. Right wing. Hardaway passes to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Now here's Powell. Guarded by Jackson. Takes the 3. Brunson, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Count it. And the Suns lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
And the Mavericks call time here. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Darius Garland.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Andre Ayton's checked in for Lopez. T.J. Warren comes in for Josh Jackson. And it's Devin Booker in for Mikal Bridges. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
The first free throw is good. And Frazier drops them both. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Ayton kicks to Warren. And Ayton throws it down.
How about that? Ayton showing why he was picked first overall. That's a reason.
Doncic against Warren. And Doncic, here we go. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Booker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Booker being very active right now on the offensive end. Terrific at getting the defense to knock him around on the way up.
And so making both free throws. That'll give them the lead here.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Warren against Doncic. Antetokounmpo dishes to Doncic. Lock at 6. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Free throw line jump shot. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
1:07 left to play in the final quarter. On deep. An absolute bang from 3-point range. 16 points for Luka Doncic. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And the Suns call time. They're behind by 2. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Different look here. Porzingis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Luka Doncic. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Ryan Brokaw. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Frazier. Here's Hardaway. Down low. Here's McDaniel. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Porzingis. That's to Hardaway. And stolen by Booker.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty, GA. That would be the nail in the coffin.
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And the Mavericks call time here. The score knotted at 52. 27 seconds left in the game. Look for Dallas. Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now, here's Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Powell kicks to Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Timeout call, the Suns. They're trailing by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Booker with it. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in.
Let's look at these stats. 10, 10, 8 for Suns. Woo, 18, 3 assists, 1 rebound, 11 and 5. 8 and 3, 5, 5. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get a little piece of that butter. Let's go. Who's next? Who's next? Mavericks is here, baby. Let's get this training schedule. Tactical. Defensive chemistry. That'll work for me. Okay, well, what are they? 12 and 7, 8 and 10. Let's go, baby! We coming to them old schools. Them old school greens. Man, I wish we could change our shoes. Got that W, boys. Smash that like button. Hit that like button.
Coming right up, the Lakers taking on the Mavericks.
I can hoop all night.
The NBA on 2K Sports. It's up. DA, it's all yours.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the
Nobody
top
worry about
3
LeBron.
all-time list in scoring.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for Thompson.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at the true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Powell in at the 5
They're already
spot.
messing up.
And for the Lakers, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards.
Let's go, baby.
Lonzo Ball out there with Thompson. And it's Hayes in at the 5.
Well, this has to help Hardaway Jr.'s confidence. You like to see him make an impact on both ends.
Here's James. Mavericks with the rebound. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, that was a rough outing. They did a few good things, but the inconsistencies caught up to them in that one.
To be perfectly frank with you, Greg, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were outclassed all night.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
And here is Hardaway. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Doncic. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Well, the assertiveness to his approach. Luka Doncic on the catch and shoot. Easy.
And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
Give me that.
Yeah, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Shoots from the line. Good, and the assist goes to James.
How about that? LeBron James always looking for his guys. The court vision, unreal.
Johnson with it. Is definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Passes it to Porzingis. Tries it from 19. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. LeBron James on the wing.
Oh my God, come on.
How intimidating it must be when LeBron is bearing down on the rack like that.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Pass to Doncic. Gets an open look and hits.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg, he's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
LeBron kicks to Thompson. And it's off from three-point range. For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Doris, great scoring is often reliant upon great foot. And we hear coaches, don't we, talk about that all the time?
We really do, Kev. You look at a guy like Kyrie Irving, who at the point guard position is one of the great scorers. He's a clutch shooter. He doesn't go to the free throw line a lot, and it's because he's so elusive. Can finish left and right, puts a lot of English on his shots.
Lock him down. Lock him down, baby.
Separation with incredible footwork, and maybe the best in the league right now in terms of his footwork. That tap dancing James Harden, which is just nearly impossible to check.
I love those names. Let's go. So right. And it's fun to watch. What a skill. And Doncic, here we go. The shot, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. Here's Kuzma, and he uses the glass on the layup. Kuzma's got 6.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Now Brunson, 8 points his last outing. Now here's Powell. Here's Porzingis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting after it.
The Lakers trail. And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here A live body off the bench. Dwight Powell gives you productive minutes.
He does, Kevin, and that's most reflected in the plus-minus when you look at his stats. This is a guy who hasn't averaged a ton of minutes, but he scores and he defends at a high level when he's given those minutes.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Jonas Jerebko's checked in for Hayes. Hunter comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Ingram, he's checked in for LeBron. And Hart subbed in for Klay Thompson. Frazier against Ball. Ingram outside. Pass to Hunter. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. 4 on the shot clock. Kept alive. Jerebko can't get it to go.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Frazier outside. The pass to Finney-Smith. Good. Great play set up by Frazier.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Ingram. And again, the Lakers no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Frazier outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line, and that one misses. Second free throw, no good. Lakers trail by 4. Hart kicks to Ingram. Kleber with the rebound.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
He gets it up. And so the first quarter is in the books. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Hunter. Lonzo Ball out there with Hart. Then it's Ingram. And it's Jerebko in at the center.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys. And in their history, the Dallas Mavericks have never moved up in the draft. And they needed to do so this summer to keep their pick.
Well, you think about it, Greg, they went into it with a little over a 26% chance to move up into the top 4. That did not happen. The Hawks collecting that 10th pick from the Luka Doncic trade.
Here is Frazier. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Here's Brokaw. A three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Hart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And Ball sets up his teammates. And when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Frazier against Ball. And here is Antetokounmpo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Finney-Smith passes to Brokaw. Misses the baby hook.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's Ingram. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
Out to the wing. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Ingram. Frazier outside. From deep three-point range, Finney Smith can't get it to go.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
And the intelligence, his overall basketball IQ, Ball just has a knack for being in the right spot, especially when the break is on.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Hayes, he's checked in for Jerebko. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Hutter. Braun, he's checked in for Lonzo Ball. And it's Klay Thompson in for Hart. Brunson finds Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Brunson, no good.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Thompson. Kuzma's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles. Here's Doncic. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. On defense, the Lakers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And great, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
James looking around. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. And the layup is good. Porzingis has got 6.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Knocked away. And the Lakers with another turnover here. And let's see now which shooting guards have been on target the most over the last 10 games. Klay Thompson third.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
And a lot of times, those shots they create for themselves come right at the basket. As good a group of shooters as they are, they don't just set up the
he
jumpers.
just went through
These are
everybody.
players who are willing to attack the rim.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And he knocks down the first one.
What a college career for Jalen Brunson. 2 championships and a Wooden Award. This is one of the most decorated players in college basketball history.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Antetokounmpo comes in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Doncic. And Ryan Brokoff subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded. Here's Antetokounmpo. Passes to Brokoff. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Makes it off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Thompson with it. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against Washington. Shot, high post, again, Los Angeles.
If he's not automatic with his jumper, it's pretty darn close. Klay Thompson, my goodness.
So that'll be it for the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held. And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Okay. That was weird.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Frazier, and it's Kleba in at the 5, roaming the paint. James, that's a two-pointer. That one rolling around and rims out.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
As you and I were just talking about this, as more and more players are going public with their trade requests, do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. Here's Brokaw. Rebounded by the Lakers. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. It's game one of a 3-game road trip. Here's Hayes. Out of hand on it.
Shit. Give me that.
Lets it go. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 7. Pass to LeBron. Pass to Hayes. And he converts the layup.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Bum's calling timeout.
Los Angeles with some changes. Jonas Jerebko's checked in for Hayes. Hunter comes in for LeBron. And it's Josh Hart in for Thompson. Here's Hart, and it's in there. Hart's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart, won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Porzingis inside. He's against Kuzma. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Doncic.
See, I'm not going to fault the defensive effort there. That is just Kristaps Porzingis being a tough matchup for anyone on the
Don't give him no
floor.
foul for
And
that.
Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
He's perfect from the line this time. Mavericks leading by 5. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Doncic outside. Back to Brunson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And there's the pass to Porzingis. Hardaway finds Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. To the paint. A second chance effort, and it's Porzingis laying it in.
He ain't big enough for
Porzingis has got the lead up to 7 now for Dallas.
Get him off of him.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Ball with it. Hardaway picks him up. And that's a foul.
What?
Called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. The Lakers making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Hart. Here's Hunter. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Back to Porzingis.
And they can't even stay with this cat.
And this is why people believe Porzingis is a long-term star in the NBA. He can carry a team for long stretches.
Pass to Kuzma. He kicks to Hunter. Pass to Ingram. 6 to shoot. Basket good.
The determination of Ingram is simply awesome. I mean, maintaining control on the drive despite the obvious contact.
Now Brunson. Doncic outside. Outside, Porzingis. There's the pass to Brunson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Racking up the points down low. Well, that's exactly what these guys have done this season. Check out the top scoring big men in the NBA. Third is Porzingis.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
You know, and even with entire defenses schemed around stopping them, their scoring output always remains high. These fellas are anchors in the post for each of their teams.
Thompson, he's checked in for Hart. Then for the Mavericks, Lee's checked in for Hardaway. And Tim Frazier subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Thompson passes to Kuzma. Shakes him. And that's 2 points on the layup. Kuzma's got 5 points in the quarter.
And this is what Kuzma can do. When he's got it going, you've got to keep getting him opportunities.
32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Doncic finds Powell. Outside, Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You simply have to respect the shooting touch with Porzingis. That time, he gets the defender closing out, but nowhere near in time.
Hayes, he's checked in for the Lakers. LeBron comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Frazier against Thompson. Deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Thompson's got 5 points so far. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for... And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Lakers trail by 3.
A little while.
Hunter is out there with 8. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then it's Thompson. And it's James in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Finney Smith. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That's on LeBron James.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And the first one at the line is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
The Lakers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Here's Thompson. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists in the game. Frazier against Ingram. Frazier outside. Here's Brokaw. A rebound by the Lakers.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
Frazier kicks to Finney Smith.
Come on, we got to get our shots. Get him out of there. Get him all out of there. Now.
Brings up the ball for the Lakers.
Oh!
It's a one-point game. Good on the shot.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Dallas calls timeout.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Checked in for Brandon Ingram. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Luka Doncic comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Ryan Brokaw. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Frazier. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And now in his mid-thirties, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
His dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Doncic outside. Passes it to Kleba. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. The Lakers in the lead. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Help this man.
James outside. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring.
Right on his
and
head.
Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
And the Lakers call time here. Mavericks making a change here. Carter Williams is checked in. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Ball feeling it out a bit. Shot from 12. Kleba with the rebound. Kleba's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Porzingis, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against the Lakers.
And every year it seems to me, Kristaps Porzingis willing to take on more and more responsibility. There is a process to becoming a better leader, and Kristaps Porzingis is right in the middle of it. And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
And it goes down 2 points. Hayes has got it all tied up now for the Lakers. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Doncic passes to Carter Williams. And it's Doncic. Time on the assist from Carter Williams. And that's now 6 points for Luka Doncic. Pass to Hayes. Here's Ball. On the wing, Thompson. Sinks the triple. Thompson's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Porzingis trying to get free.
Let's go!
And Doncic gets it to go.
Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
Now here's James.
Help him!
James pulls it down.
Well, should any of us be surprised? If they need a bucket, LeBron says, get me the ball, and delivers once again.
1:29 left to play here in the fourth. Carter Williams with it, now guarded by Ball. Here's Porzingis. Good D by LeBron.
Wow, call the foul!
Here's James, he'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 1.
And got to be aware of Kuzma, especially with how he attacks there off the dribble.
Dallas has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Doncic dishes to Carter Williams. Back to Doncic. Fires the 3. Count it! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
It's Thompson off the drive. Unloads. Count it!
Oh,
James with ice water in his veins. An absolutely breathtaking player.
Here's Doncic. And there's the pass to Carter Williams. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
go!
He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
2 for 1!
Relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
And the Lakers call time
Embrace
here.
the spotlight!
We've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Dallas making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Thompson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point
not
chance
what we
here for
need.
him.
Klay Thompson loves
That's not why I put you in the damn game.
How easy does he make that big bucket look? That last free throw was a huge, huge shot. The difference between a 2 and a 3-point lead at this stage is major.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Mavericks making a switch here. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Bang! Right
that
back!
was an enormous three-pointer.
See you, Doncic!
Well, the Slovenian delivers from deep. Luka Doncic lets his outside shooting set up the rest of his well-rounded offensive game.
And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Hayes. Thompson outside. No one near James as he lets it go. He's off from three. And the Mavericks call time here.
I can't believe he missed it. You bum, you're not clutch.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast.
Let's do it.
And it's the Mavericks to start out. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Thompson is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Hayes in at the 5 down low. Brunson, good.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
Ball finds James. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, you gonna try and get it with the referee.
First free throw
That's
is
how you
good.
gonna get it, huh, LeBron?
Father Time has not caught up to LeBron James yet. This man looks like he is on a mission, and he continues to add to his legacy.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis.
Oh,
not going to go that time. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory.
That shit out of here.
Porzingis with the block.
That shit out of
This guy
here.
is showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
Porzingis with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And Doncic gets it to go.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
And here's Thompson. He's trying to break free.
Damn it,
shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Thompson. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. Here's Doncic. And
let's go!
Boy, and the foul. Doncic has got great upper body strength. Completes the play. Nicely done.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Lee against Thompson. I mean, number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Well, big time moment means big time guy, and Klay Thompson delivers yet again.
against James. And Doncic. Here we go. Good D by Thompson.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
I love how ball moves the rock. Incredible instinct on the offensive end.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 for 5 for their shot since we got started here in overtime. Doncic passes to Lee, kicks to Powell. Kuzma against Porzingis. It's deflected.
Where's the foul at?
One-on-one fast break. Here's LeBron. Got it!
I'll tell you this, LeBron is hard enough to defend.
I got ballers. We ain't gonna shrink for this moment. Let's go.
Impossible to guard in the open floor.
Here's Doncic. Bank shot, no good. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles.
Yes!
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Porzingis against Kuzma. They need this. It drops. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
ISO and just walk his ass down
the
there.
Swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. So it's the Lakers now. Kuzma outside. Porzingis with the block. For the win.
Ah!
He caught
Let's go!
At the buzzer. Boy, doesn't get any better than that.
You couldn't dream up a more dramatic finish. 3 points right as the buzzer sounds. This is a ball game people will be talking about for quite some time.
So it's another victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
This ball, 22, 18, 15, 4. They was balling. But we was balling harder. 24, 22, 7, 5, 4, 4, 4, 2. Man, you know, everybody got a little something. Everybody can cheer. You got to let the stars take over when it's time to take over, though. See that? Yeah. Next, we got these Pelicans. Let's go give it to these Pelicans and get the 500. How about that? What's his name with I don't got the updated rosters on these things clearly. Or I didn't update the roster on this
and the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting coming to you live on this Tuesday night. And here, DA taking well, winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Hardaway is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic in at the 3 spot. And for New Orleans, on the perimeter, Moore and Hill. Favors is out there with Davis. And it's White in at the point guard position. Now here's Moore. The pass to Favors. Porzingis with the block. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And no good that time. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
It's not unusual these days. Teams are more than willing to go deep into that bench to find answers for certain matchups.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Hill, no good.
And the Pelicans under head coach Alvin Gentry, a team that looks to get out and run.
Reason why, GA, he was an assistant under Mike D'Antoni in Phoenix when the pace and space trend was just getting started. Also on the bench for the Warriors, and we know how they like to get up and down. That up-tempo style is what he preaches.
Here's White after Luka Doncic's bucket. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Here's White. 23 points for him the last game against Oklahoma City.
This game is on point. That's what I'm saying. Madden's nowhere close.
Pocket 6. Here's Moore. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Passes to Moore.
Oh, what about that screen, though?
Outside for Davis. Gets the
fall. They finally hit one after missing 3 straight.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Hill against Doncic. Over Hill, and that one hits back iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Davis. No good on the 3.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Porzingis looking it over. And the rejection by Favors.
What perfect timing on that play. Derek Favors, an outstanding shot blocker.
Moore passes to Davis. Over Hardaway. Here's Favors. That's tipped, and they get it back. Pass to Porzingis. Now here's Brunson. White covering. Here's Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Derek Favors. Steve, we're seeing teams around the league putting up a lot of three-point shots. I'm sure you would have enjoyed playing in this era so much with that green light shooting 3.
I would, Kevin. Getting a chance to shoot maybe 5 or 6 more three-point field goal attempts takes your numbers up. But I also think a lot of these teams are copycats. Everybody can't shoot the 3. Work on your game and what's best for you.
Porzingis, that's a 2. They get the rebound. Powell kicks to Porzingis. Powell trying to free himself up, and he nails the jumper. Porzingis has got his second basket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Offensive rebound. Hill against Doncic, and the basket by Hill. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Now Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. On the wing, Doncic pulls it up, pins the shot with nobody near him.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter of the game. White looking around. Here's Davis. Over Porzingis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I love the continued development for Anthony Davis. The three-pointer, his ball handling. Last season, a career high in assists.
Christian Woods checked in for the Pelicans. Milos Teodosic comes in for White. And you were just talking about Davis's ball handling ability. It used to always be 1 dribble and up.
Yeah, because he has so much length, and that's all he needed to score over the top. Now you see him handling like a guard and going around people, and also able to change speed and read the defense better.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And that one is good. Davis has got 7.
When Anthony Anthony Davis is aggressive going to the offensive glass. It gives this team another dimension.
Pass to Brokoff. Back to Frazier. Pelicans pull it in. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
They were very patient, and that was the difference. It's hard to be patient, I know, but look at the outcome they had.
Okafor is checked in for Davis. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And there's the whistle on the shot.
Oh, that's cool.
Took
I
the
tried to
foul.
get it up,
Shot
but it
misses.
didn't.
He'll be shooting 2. The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And Frazier drops them both. Pelicans trail by 4. It's stolen by Frazier. Here's Brokoff. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Here's Teodosic. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that concludes the first quarter of play.
Yes, sir.
It's Dallas.
D him up. Shut him down.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. We've got Okafor, Wood out there with Jack Diallo. Then there's Avery Bradley, and it's Teodosic in at the 1. Here's Bradley after Luka Doncic's bucket, and that one's good. Teodosic.
Good open look. Avery looking poised with the ball in his hands, making decisions.
Brunson finds Doncic. Now here is Hardaway. And Porzingis puts up a deep 3. But they'll get another chance. Now here's Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Clock at 4. Launches a 3. Good on the triple. Doncic has got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
The pass to Bradley. Doncic with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. To the middle. Here's Bradley. Lays it up and banks it in. Bradley's got his first 2 points of the night.
Explosive athlete, Bradley challenges the interior of this defense, showing versatility on the offensive end.
Now, here's Doncic. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Mavs.
This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Smitty, here's an interesting question. Over the next 5 years, which player wins the most MVP?
You know, I think it's Giannis. He's looking like the favorite right now because the way he's playing, he has a possibility to win the MVP now. And then I think also because of his age, he's the one guy. And also Anthony Davis could catch Giannis. He has that type of talent.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Derek Favors checked in for Diallo. Hill comes in for Christian Wood. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Bradley. And it's White in for Teodosic. For New Orleans, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Now here's Frazier. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Passes to Frazier. 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Kleba, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And New Orleans gets called for the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he sinks the second. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Moore with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. White against Antetokounmpo. Favors. No good that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
They were extremely lucky. I think they took their opponent for granted a little, and it nearly cost them.
And so it's New Orleans with it after the Mavericks pick up 3. And it's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's White. And again, no good by New Orleans. Mavericks leading by 9. Inside, Moore with the steal. And here comes Moore leading the fast break. Floats one, and it's White getting it to go.
He has a score-first mindset. Each plays with a lot of poise, and that buys him time to find an open man.
Well, he grew up in East Chicago, a steel mill town in Indiana, and E'Twaun Moore says, Smitty, he had to work 3 times harder than the next guy to make it.
You know what, Kevin? Every team needs an E'Twaun Moore. He'll never be a star, but he has earned his place in this league.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Moore. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Watch out. When Favors gets loose around the rim, he can pound it.
And so it's Frazier. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 1:24 left in the first half. And here is Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Finney-Smith. Hill pulls it in.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Stolen. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Antetokounmpo running. Here's Frazier. Offensive rebound. 3-pointer. Unable to get that one. Pelicans trail by 7. Moore outside. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. For Dallas, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Here's Frazier. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jahlil Okafor. The Mavericks have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. First one falls for him. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Pelicans shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Bradley passes to Teodosic. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of the game. And the Pelicans miss again. Now Frazier. It'll count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so that...
Thanks, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter on.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sport. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. He's been in the midst of some incredible games lately. And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
On the floor for Dallas, Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Jalen Brunson out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Powell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Here's Doncic. It's good. Doncic has got 14 points for the game.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
Outside Favors. Takes the 13-footer, and the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Outside, Porzingis. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Well, you look at Davis. He has a huge vote total right now. Number 3, in fact, among Western Conference players.
And looking more and more like he'll be a starter. And that's really a tribute to the work he's put in this season. He's earned each and every one of those votes.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. The shot is good.
Beautiful touch there. Give White these types of looks consistently, and he's going to make you pay.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Brunson finds Doncic. Powell with it. He's guarded by Hill. 6 to shoot. Pass to Brunson. Over Davis. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Loads it up for Davis. Oh, and they give away the alley-oop. Good play defensively. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. For Dallas, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. That free throw good from Hardaway. When it comes to just the love for the game, Smitty, does every NBA player have to have that, or is it possible to not love the game, embrace the game, and work through it in that way?
You know, I think 90% of the guys have a love for the game. I think there are some guys that just don't love it, but they play it. And there's nothing wrong with that, as long as it doesn't, I guess, spill over to the guys that love it. There's some plays, I played with some players after they left the gym, they didn't think about a game, of watching the game, playing the game, but when they're on the court, they gave 110% effort. There's some guys that just love it, and there's some guys that just like it.
But I know you, and you loved the game.
I still love it, Kevin. Still love it.
I know you do. I know you do. And Doncic, here we go. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A fearless competitor. When Doncic is driving inside, he just embraces the contact on the way up.
So for the Pelicans, Okafor's checked in for Favors. And Bradley's subbed in for each one more. Pelicans trail by 9. Outside Bradley. Back to White. Pass to Okafor. He kicks it to Bradley. To the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Porzingis.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Yeah, Kevin, I haven't, but I bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that's going into shoes right now.
That boy got range.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the three like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
To the middle. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Bradley.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Now, here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Porzingis inside, working on Okafor. Porzingis can't hit. New Orleans gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Teodosic. Off target from outside. Mavericks leading by 9. Right side Porzingis. Fades away. Count it. Porzingis has got 11 points.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Offline with his 3. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. It's Bradley on the wing. Back to Wood. Porzingis with the steal. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the money from 12 feet away. 13 points in the game.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Pass to Bradley. Over Hardaway. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut back down to 11 now as they get an important basket that time from Bradley.
And this is what Avery likes. It's where he feels most comfortable, the in-between area.
Dallas calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Mavericks leading by 11. Here is Frazier. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Got it off in time, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Their lead at 11. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Okafor out there with Shaq Diallo. Then there's Etuan Moore. Then it's White. And it's Wood in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. 4 on the clock. The 11-footer. He can't get it to go. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
A nice shot by Frazier.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
And let's give him some credit. He read the situation well. He created some space, and he delivered.
Moore passes to Okafor. Basket counts.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Mavericks leading by 12. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Antetokounmpo passes to Brokaw. Antetokounmpo against White. Second chance shot. Back to Kleber. It's hauled in by Wood.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. The three. But they recover it. Finney-Smith kicks to Frazier. Now the pass to Kleba. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Knocks it loose. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pelicans trail by 10. Moore outside. Pulls it from the elbow. Again, the Pelicans score.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
So for the Pelicans, Favors comes in for Okafor, and it's Hill in for Christian Wood. And the Mavericks with some changes. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Okay, David, thanks. Moore against Hardaway. And White kicks to Moore. Out to White. Shoots over Brunson. They grab their own miss.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Porzingis finds Brunson. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. And the Mavericks lead by 13. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Favors inside, guarded by Powell. They get it again. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Derek Favors is a strong-willed player who fights for extra possessions. You gotta box this guy out whenever a shot goes up.
Doncic passes to Porzingis, and the rejection by Favors. From outside the arc, Powell pulls it in. Powell's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Porzingis launches it from deep. It doesn't go either for Porzingis. Pelicans trail by 11. Now here's White. Outside Hill. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Doncic against Hill. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. A wide open look here for Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 18 points for Porzingis. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They trail by 12. 1:09 left here in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. It's the difficult fadeaway jumper. Porzingis has got the lead up to 14 now for Dallas.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Mavericks.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Porzingis.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Back to White. This one for 3. And no good. From deep. No good. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A solid win on the road
guys,
for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
So look out for that. But I appreciate you guys for joining the stream, and I will catch you all on the next video. Peace.